What's up guys, Ninth Gym here, bringing another VGC 2020 Pokemon Sword and Shield competitive video. Today we're going to be playing some more ranked with the ARF team, with Togekiss Dragapult Power Team. It's very, very powerful. This is what we're playing today. It's still very standard. Same with this guy's team. Overall, it's not like 100% standard, so he has like a Hawlucha on the team, which is pretty weird. But I mean, other than that, it's very, very standard. Most likely a Mimikyu Duraludon start, or like Dragapult or like Rotom. Honestly, I don't really know what he's gonna start with on actually, because he doesn't really know what I'm gonna start with. So if I start Togekiss, and so I'm gonna start Togekiss Dragapult. Very, very surprising, right? Well, if he starts Duraludon, then he gets to attack into my weakness policy, proc my weakness policy. If it's invested in speed, it's faster, and then we get to kill it with like everything. And Draco Meteor is actually like very, very strong as well. Very, very strong. Dragon Claw is what I meant to say there. And other than that, I don't really know what I want to bring. I think Ferrothorn is a good bring here. It definitely just walls out his entire team, which is really powerful. He has like close combat from Hawlucha, can do some damage to that, and that's it. And then other than that, a lot of his team is special. So I think I want to bring Rotom actually, and have Rotom set up some light screen action a little bit of the way into the game, and then Ferrothorn kind of just goes from there. If we can, especially if he didn't bring Hawlucha, or if we can take it out early, then it would be pretty easy for us to just clean up after that with Ferrothorn. Light screen Ferrothorn will just eat every attack in the game, so that's what we're going for. All right, Hawlucha and Sylveon. Cool. So we'll take out the Sylveon here. Hawlucha. I feel like this shirt makes me look fat. Does it make me look fat? I feel like it makes me look really fat. I don't know. I feel like I look huge. I feel like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Alright, anyway, we're gonna max Airstream. So we could bring it into the Hawlucha. What does Hawlucha do? Actually, like, I've only seen... So, I think we'll just, like, kill the Hawlucha and go for a Protect here. I don't think a max... Even if he maxes Sylveon, I don't think max Starfall would actually knock out my Dragapult. So, he is maxing here. It's faster than my Togekiss, so it's going to be Hawlucha, I would think. Did you like the double chin? I hope you like the double chin. Alright, so Hawlucha. So, actually, we might not be able to kill it with max Airstream. I think we should. I think we should still kill it. Or at least, like, no, we probably won't kill it. But if we get weakness policy procced, then we're definitely going to kill it. So, yeah. But there's nothing. I don't think he has anything that will proc my weakness policy. Thunder Punch. What if it has Thunder Punch? I don't think it does. I don't think it can get that, actually. What does Hawlucha even run, typically? Probably, what's that attack? The one good attack? So we're protecting up, and then Hyper Voice will come out from the boys. Quick attack. Does that? I guess it procs his own Hawlucha weakness policy. That's cute. I like that. It outspeeds me, so that's actually like pretty scary. Max Airstream coming into the Togekiss. Does a lot of damage after weakness policy is procced. And he'll outspeed me next turn because of max Airstream too. I actually like that a lot. Quick attacking into the Hawlucha, proccing his own weakness policy is cool. I like self-proccing weakness policy a lot. It's actually very interesting. We just managed to get the KO though, so yikes for you. That Hawlucha didn't... It did a lot of damage, don't get me wrong. Like, now it makes it so that I can't proc my own weakness policy. If I did, it will surely die. So that's good. It usually does 50 to 60% when they proc my weakness policy, like typically. So we can't do that anymore. But I mean, we're still just like increasingly faster and stronger. So we don't have Babbery, so we're gonna die to that. But we should outspeed. So I mean, we could go in. I think we're just gonna Airstream the Mimikyu, and I want to double target Mimikyu, but I think he'll probably be expecting that. So you know what we're gonna do actually. So we don't. What other Pokemon did I bring? I brought Ferrothorn, Mimikyu. Alright, so we're just going to play it like... We're going to ignore the Mimikyu because Mimikyu does nothing. Alright, so we're not going to ignore it entirely. We're going to Phantom Force into the Mimikyu. And then next turn, we'll... I should have probably attacked it with this Togekiss, actually. This turn. But then, like, double targeting is, like, scary. Because what if it, like, did the thing. Alright, so we're going to get out of here. Get out of here real quick. Sylveon probably Hyper Voiced. It shouldn't knock me out, though. And Airstream will do a good bit of damage to the Sylveon. And not nearly as much as I thought. I was thinking it would be like 50%. So only hitting like 25, 30 is pretty low. Play Rough, gonna take the knockout? Not gonna take the knockout. So we're looking pretty good at that. But Hyper Voice will take the knockout most likely. Yeah, so down goes Togekiss. That's okay. I think we did our job really well. We got rid of their Hawlucha immediately and then got a little bit of damage onto his Pokemon this turn. So we'll have to kill... You won't be able to kill it. So it's Throat Spray, so that's going to kill my guy next turn. So we'll go with the Rotom here. If we can outspeed a +1 Sylveon, I don't think we can. So that sucks. We won't be able to set up a light screen for that. I think we'll just go for a light screen setup here and hope to outspeed the Sylveon, but I doubt it. So like Dragapult's probably going to go down this turn too, honestly, which is pretty unfortunate. The Mimikyu took Life Orb damage. That's pretty irrelevant. So we're going to knock out that Disguise. Should have attacked it with Togekiss, and then the Mimikyu would have fell this turn, which would have been really good. Oh well. Ferrothorn here, we really need to set up... Oh, we actually... Oh no, he outsped me. R.I.P. Dragapult. Okay, well, like, at least Hyper Voice didn't kill it. Like, it's fine. So if we can get Light Screen set up here before... No, we can't. R.I.P. You don't die, though. And then we get set up Light Screen to make Mystical Fire not kill our Ferrothorn next turn. That's going to be the play. Light Screen is the play. Sylveon actually became a problem. After one speed upgrade is outspeeding my bulk Rotom. That happens. It happens. So we had to I feel like we had to target down the Sylveon, actually. It's unfortunate. So it's definitely going to target down my Rotom with we don't outspeed Mimikyu. So Mimikyu is going to play rough into the Rotom and kill Rotom. And Ferrothorn is going to live, but like barely. So we'll go into the Sylveon spot, kill off the Sylveon. We're going to save our Rotom this turn because Mimikyu will outspeed it and kill it with play rough. Or Shadow Claw. Either way, it actually double targets. I'm assuming it's going to be a Mystical Fire. Maybe it'll Hyper Voice, but then like we'll take like 15 damage. And well, it'll be a little more because it's Throat Spray boosted, but still there's not a lot of damage in general. So that's actually really interesting. Now we get to Gyro Ball and like kill the Sylveon, and now we're like in a good position. We were in a bad position, and is it just that now? One more Pokemon? It depends on his last Pokemon if we're in a really good position or not. But we'll see. This is Dragapult. This is actually bad. If it's special, it'll just Flamethrower kill my Ferrothorn. So we don't want that. And so our Protect was wasted last turn. I guess we'll just... It doesn't matter. We'll go for Thunderbolt for like a very higher accuracy, and then just Gyro Ball the Dragapult. If we double target, we'll kill it, and then the Mimikyu doesn't threaten us at all. So let's see what this Dragapult does. If it's physical, then if it's physical and Phantom Forces, then oof, this sucks. But we'll see what happens. It actually does Phantom Force. I didn't even think about that. I was more of just like, yeah. I was thinking it would just want to kill the Rotom this turn, and it just does anyway. So yeah, that turn sucked a lot. Like, we should have just seeded the Mimikyu. That would have been like very good for us. Yikes. That sucks. A lot. But like the Phantom Force won't do insane damage to us. And yeah, we should have seeded though. Then we'd be getting a little bit more regen. Because Gyro Ball won't kill this turn. Dragapult would do good. It'll do pretty good damage with the Phantom Force. I probably should have targeted down Mimikyu. So Phantom Force, it does a lot. Way too much. Iron Barbs plus Gyro Ball probably won't kill. It might. If we do kill... No, we're dying next turn. That was an unfortunate crit. So, if we can... Actually, you know what? So, that was a crit. If we can kill the... If this kills, we're still in it. It doesn't kill, so we lose. We lose the game. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. It happens. I mean, we can go for a protect here. Like, we could still win it with cheese. Like, if we... So we protect here. If he doesn't go for a Phantom Force and just goes for... He definitely will, though. Like, Phantom Force and then protect. Or Phantom Force and then a damaging move. So, yeah. We can't win this game. R.I.P. R.I.P. the Pharaoh. So, I definitely should have brought Arcanine. In hindsight, now that I see that the Dragapult is physical, which I should have expected because the rest of his team is all special. So, we definitely... And Hawlucha. So, like, Hawlucha, the Mimikyu, and the Dragapult are all... I'm just gonna... Well, like, I'll give him the satisfaction of winning with this attack. Because why not? You know? It's always more fun to win. But... So yeah, in hindsight, Arcanine was definitely a bring here. Way better than the Rotom. Rotom Light Screen actually proved to be completely irrelevant. The Hyper Voice, I mean, it shielded us from the Hyper Voice a little bit, but the Hyper Voice was only going to do like 15-20% anyway, and instead it did like 7 to 10. So it was definitely correct for us to bring Arcanine and shield that damage with Intimidate instead of the whatever I did, Light Screen. A very disorganized person. Alright, so we'll keep playing. We'll play a little bit more. I want to keep playing this team. I want to perfect this team. The Tyranitar, I'm still very iffy on if I want to actually play that Pokemon in here in general. It's Scarf, so it's fast, but I just haven't brought it in a single time. The ARF core is very, very powerful. Arcanine, Rotom, Wash, and Ferrothorn, they're all very powerful, but they're generic. And, like, your opponent, like, will always know how to deal with them. This whole team is very generic. Morpeko, what are you doing? Sunny, I've seen this before. I feel like I've seen this before, like this exact team layout. It's weird. So the Morpeko will die to... It's probably sashed. We do have actually Tyranitar double targets. So we could... Alright, so this is going to sound weird. So we're going to Togekiss, Max Airstream, and we're going to bring Tyranitar. This is the first time we're going to do it. I kind of like it. Also, Dragapult just like doesn't really work against this team. The Mimikyu and the Sylveon just kind of destroy it. And actually, it just like doesn't really do much to anything. So we're not bringing it. Arcanine does... I mean, like I was saying last time, he's going to end up with like Mimikyu and Excadrill in the end. Like very likely. So I think I do want to bring Arcanine. And Snarl is very powerful against the rest of his team anyway. And then... Actually, Ferrothorn walls out his whole team as well. Except for the Ninetales. If we can get rid of Ninetales, it's going to be iffy. But this is what we're going to go with. Rotom would do a lot of work against this team as well. Only really taking much damage to, like, Lapras's Freeze Dry. That's really it. So, maybe we should have just brought Rotom. But, oh well. You know, we'll try it. Test the waters. Try to... I suck at talking sometimes. I really do. So, alright, what do we got? Morpeko Ninetales. So, this is kind of like what I was expecting. I don't know why, like, Sunny Day, like, or the Drought, it's not really doing much for the team, I think. Sandstream's okay, like, to go away. It's fine. Well, that means we outspeed Ninetales, but we figured that because we're Scarf. So, yeah, I mean, we're just going to go with what I said. The, Airstream into the Morpeko, and then Rock Slide. Now, if, Morpeko's super light, but there's a chance that the Ninetales is actually Focus Sashed. This is a really bad position for my opponent, I think. Like, they can do a bit of damage with Morpeko into our Togekiss, but, like, if they do that, they're going to proc my weakness policy, so... I don't think they're Dynamaxing this turn. I don't know why they would, honestly. If they Dynamax Morpeko, then... Like, that's kind of weird. Kind of crazy to me. But, Yeah, so Togekiss max here. We'll see. Oh, I gotta pee. I did that's my little pee dance. You ever do that? You ever like shake when you gotta go? I don't know. Is that weird? That's probably weird to say. Oh well. Rock Slide's gonna do a lot of damage. Just knock out the Ninetales. So the Ninetales is not Sash, so the Morpeko is Sash, and we'll just get a double KO this turn. Morpeko's gonna Aura Wheel, but that's fine. It's not gonna do much. It's gonna proc our weakness policy, and it's gonna get fast, but like we just kill it, so it's fine. And now we're gonna be fast next turn, and I mean this is pretty much just like a 2-3 turn game. Like this is gonna go very, very smoothly. So this is the power of Tyranitar, it being our only double targeting attack Pokemon. I think is very good. So my plan with the Tyranitar was not really for like double targeting. It was more of like bulky and fast, because since in the sand it gives it a 1.5 times special defense, so it actually has really good special defense. So it is really bulky. Sylveon can be a problem for it, but we outspeed everything. We outspeed like by a lot. So I mean he's definitely gonna use, I feel like he's gonna max Lapras. He could max Sylveon, but then he has to target into Tyranitar alone, and then Ice Beam should knock out Togekiss. So, I mean, we're looking at a pretty good position. I kind of want to just, like, max Airstream into the Lapras and go for probably just Rock Slide. Then we can, like, hit some damage on Sylveon. We outspeed Sylveon with both of our Pokemon. So, should be a really good position for us. And then he has Lapras. This has got to be Lapras. I mean, it could be Sylveon. It definitely could be. It's Lapras. Alright. I've been seeing this a lot. I don't know what's up with that, actually. Like, maxing Dynamax Lapras, I haven't seen his power yet. But, like, maybe. And then we still have Arcanine in the back for, like, repeated Snarls into the Lapras. So, like, Lapras is just not really a big problem. Is it weakness policy? Whoa. Alright, bet. So it's going to knock out my Togekiss. But this should do, like, very good damage. And not nearly as much as I expected, actually. So, like, since we're weakness policy plussed, so it's going to knock it out with Ice Beam, definitely. And then Hyper Beam or Hyper Voice. I don't think it should knock me out. It might, though. Oh, Hyper Beam will knock me out. But then we don't have to worry about the Sylveon next turn, which is really good. So I actually like the position I'm in. Arcanine can snarl away his whole team and kind of make them all useless. And Ferrothorn at this point actually just walls out the entire team. I think we brought Ferrothorn, right? Right? Yeah, Max Hailstorm plus 2 weakness policy is definitely going to kill me every time. So I'm comfortable with Hail being in the field. It's not my preferred. I would rather really any other weather, but it's fine. I mean, it's the same as Sandstorm. At least we get a little bit of chip damage on Sylveon. So I actually really like the position we're in. Arcanine and Ferrothorn is really, really strong here. Being able to put up repeated Snarls, and Ferrothorn just walls out the rest of the game. So, like, it's really good. Max Geyser won't even knock me out either, especially after a Snarl. Intimidate is worthless, but the Snarls is where it's at. And we could, like, Flamethrower this turn, or, like, Will-O-Wisp, but Will-O-Wisp does nothing either. So I think we just, like, go for repeated Snarls, as many as we can get. And then I can set up Leech Seed into the Sylveon spot, because Sylveon's not doing anything. Actually, you know, we should just knock out the Sylveon. Because it could have Mystical Fire, and even at -1, it would still be doing pretty solid damage. So, Lapras now -1. Lapras really isn't... I mean, obviously it's not a problem to my Ferrothorn, but looking pretty good. So, Max Geyser's not going to knock out, especially -1. It should knock out. Oh, well, it is what it's weakness policy. I was, like, completely blanking on the fact that it's weakness policy. But, oh well. So, Gyro Ball will kill Sylveon, definitely. And then -1, so it's going to be +1 special attack Lapras. We should be able to live like whatever it can do. I think it was right to not Leech Seed here and just go for the attack on the Sylveon, because Mystical Fire plus an attack from the Lapras would actually be pretty threatening. But now we just like Power Whip. As long as we don't miss, this should one shot and maybe 2 shots. It actually has Max Knuckle, but it definitely won't kill. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. It's like 30%, but that's fine. Means we should easily be able to take one next turn. It's not. It can't be physical. Maybe it is physical, actually. That would explain why Snarl didn't do much. Alright, so that's like unfortunate that we didn't get to kill. But like I said, we easily take another attack. I wonder what its fighting move is. Does it get body press? I feel like it has to be body press. So you have 85. We're just going with Gyro Ball. It should definitely knock out, and we have it's just higher accuracy. Because if I miss Power Whip and he gets a crit either of the next 2 attacks, then I would die. And I don't want to just lose here. That would really suck. I was up talking how good of a position I was in the whole time. But the opposite happens, and he misses, and we just kill. So, oh well. All right, so we're at 20 minutes. I think I'm just gonna play one more, cause I wanna. I would play one more. I'd play a few more probably, even off camera if we did that. But we're gonna play another one on camera because I like this team. I like this team a lot. I don't know. The Tyranitar felt very solid that game. The only reason he was able to kill was weakness policy proc. I wasn't expecting weakness policy on Lapras. That's cool. I like it a lot. So let's get high up on the ladder. Last season I didn't get very high. I got to what, like 2,000 something was my highest standing, which is good. I mean, I was told at the end of the season there were like 50,000 plus people in Master Ball rank. So 2,000 was like the top 4%, which is like decent. But I didn't play that much last format either. All right, so we got Togekiss, Dragapult. Mudsdale could be a problem. We actually we can burn it and then just not worry about it too much. So like that's definitely gonna be what Arcanine does here. Intimidate's kind of annoying though against his team because he has competitive Milotic, which will be a problem. It would make the Scald just like do a lot of damage to my own Arcanine. I really want to only bring that when I know that the Milotic's gone. Also, Arcanine is really annoying against our Ferrothorn. Yikes. But we do have pretty good coverage. We can intimidate the Arcanine, and we can also put up Light Screen. So I think this is another game where I want to bring Tyranitar, honestly. We have to double target. So this is like kind of scary for the Togekiss. So if he opens Togekiss Dragapult, we actually have a lot of problems. I want to bring Ferrothorn to like deal with the Milotic, but I guess Rotom deals with it just like fairly well as well. But the Ferrothorn really walls out the rest of his team, except for the Arcanine. So actually, it's not that great. And if it gets burned from a Scald, then we're kind of just in trouble. Ferrothorn's doing no damage, and honestly, like the Leech Seed would be the best part of the Ferrothorn once that happens. So I gotta go to the bathroom. I really should just pause and then went to the bathroom. Well, after this one. Alright, so Sylveon, Mudsdale. It's interesting to see Mudsdale this early. I guess he wasn't expecting me to. So like this is kind of annoying now. Actually, it's hard to deal with this Mudsdale. We can. It is a little hard to deal with the Mudsdale. So, but at least his team doesn't threaten my Togekiss currently. I kind of want to just switch out Tyranitar actually. Into Arcanine, we can get an Intimidate off onto the Mudsdale. The Sylveon doesn't pressure our Arcanine very much, and we can go for a Max Airstream, likely into the Sylveon. Probably into the Sylveon. We're not going to kill though. Well, like I said, alright, so Sylveon doesn't really threaten my Arcanine or Togekiss very much at all. So we'll just switch into the Arcanine, get an Intimidate off on the Mudsdale, and then burn it next turn. And then just gradually do a little bit more damage to it. And this is also good. We get our Intimidate out now. So competitive Milotic won't have the Intimidate for now. It actually, like, there's a very good chance he didn't even bring it, thinking that he, like, can't beat the Ferrothorn at the end. Togekiss. Big boy. He's my favorite. I love Togekiss so much right now. It's definitely one of my favorite Pokemon in competitive in VGC currently. So he does max turn 1. It's going to be Mudsdale. I mean, he could max Sylveon, but I don't know what you would really gain from doing that. So Mudsdale, Stamina Mudsdale is very hard to deal with, and yeah, it's just very hard to deal with in general. You have to like kill it very quickly. Snarl does nothing to this setup. I used to play Roar on this team on the Arcanine. That was really, really sweet actually. I want to do that again. I'm not gonna lie, I really want to do that again. I miss it. It was really good against a lot of things. Although you have to be careful though, because it doesn't work on G-Max Pokemon, or like Dynamax Pokemon, or like in general. So Magical Leaf is fine here. We just eat that. Quake, it was double targeted. Oh no. Oh no. All right, so it's physical. We're very specially defensive, not as physically defensive. So Mudsdale is a problem. Mudsdale is now a huge problem for my team. Actually, I wanted to burn it, and then we'd be good. I wasn't expecting a double target. Alright, so we're now actually pretty scared. I could bring Tyranitar. This is a very, very bad position now, actually. We got into a very bad position. So, we can Hydro Pump this turn, and that's good. We outspeed both. If he goes for a Max Guard on, then that's fine. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go for a Hydro Pump here. If we can get it out of its... So if it Max Guards, we can effectively eat one of their Dynamax turns, which is good. And I think just Airstreaming into the Sylveon, we'll do like 30-something%. With the Sandstorm chips from two times, we should be able to knock it out after 2 hits with Airstream, most likely. It'll do... Well, last game it did only like 30%. So actually, maybe not. But we'll see, I guess, here. It does nothing. So that's like really unfortunate, actually. We have to be weakness policyed. I've been thinking about some form of like natural... I'm trying to figure out how to self-proc weakness policy. So that did nothing either. So Mudsdale is just like... Well, after the Max Quake special defense boost, this is bad. So we're probably... Yeah, we're going to lose to this Mudsdale. We just have no answer. This is a problem, actually. We need to be able to beat Mudsdale. So I have to like reimagine this team, I think, for the most part. I like Togekiss Dragapult a lot, but I think this could potentially change. And actually, so proccing our weakness policy, if we live this, of course we're going to live it. Are you serious? I was like seeing the Rotom HP, and I was thinking that was Togekiss. So we're actually procced. Now next turn, we can hit for pretty decent damage onto the Mudsdale. Since we're special, and it's only been... There was no Quake this turn, so we could actually knock it out next turn. I don't want to double target into it now. So like, we can attack the Sylveon. And actually... So I think I just want to protect here. Keep my Rotom alive. And go for... Starfall. They're both neutral. Airstream would do more, I think. Airstream would give me more advantage. No, actually we have no more way of doing status for the rest of the game, so we'll just go with this so that there's no chance that he can do any status to me. We'll protect. Let's see if he max guards. No max guards, so Starfall will do a good bit of damage. A Rockfall won't kill us this next turn either. That did nothing. He's only max quaked 1. He's only +1. At least he can't max quake anymore. He's only +1. How did weakness policy do nothing? I'm kind of confused about that. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, well that sucks. So we can't beat this Pokemon physically. Our Ferrothorn in the back actually is just nullified. This goes to show the real power of Mudsdale. Mudsdale is very, very powerful. I need to figure out how to beat it with this team. Like I said, burning would be really good. So maybe if I would have started the Arcanine instead of bringing him in the back, I definitely should have done that. Then we could have gotten an Intimidate off and the burn, and it would just be doing no damage. And if the Pokemon's doing no damage, like how threatening is it really? You know what I mean? So what steel move does it have actually? Iron Head? Can it get Iron Head? Alright, so we kill it with Hydro Pump. We saw Ferrothorn in the back. So depending on, like, he definitely brought Arcanine though, which is gonna be annoying. Which is gonna be very annoying for our Ferrothorn. Alright, so Mudsdale finally goes down. I feel like you have to just wait until it's done. So Rotom dies here too. That's very annoying too. That sucks. We're down to just Ferrothorn and boosted. At least our Togekiss is a monster right now. So if there's nothing, I mean Sylveon kills. Oh, we have Tyranitar, not Ferrothorn. Scary. So we have to kill the Sylveon this turn. And we're locked for the rest of the game. So if he has Milotic in the back, which I would assume he does, because I figured he would think I'd bring Arcanine. Or Ferrothorn. So I might not brought it. I think this is, yeah, Milotic. Okay, so actually this is in a really bad position now. He immediately threatens everything that I have. We just go for a crunch into the Milotic. It's doing no damage. And if, and if it gets the boot, or if it gets the debuff, then that sucks. We actually don't want the defense drop right now. Dazzling Gleam kills Sylveon probably. Alright, I'm going to go for Rock Slide. I know it's not going to do a lot of damage, but we're going to go for Rock Slide and Dazzling Gleam. So potentially I can get a flinch on the Milotic. This should kill Sylveon, but if not, then we... Why did that not do anything? The Sylveon actually just avoids. That really sucks. So, I mean, Flinch God, let's go. No flinch. It actually targets the Togekiss, which is interesting, but we'll die to the Sandstorm. So that's really unfortunate. We can't win with just Tyranitar. That needed to kill last turn. If we would have, and that was through sand. We don't have sand anymore. Alright, so we can't win. We do actually... Ooh, actually relevant. Dazzling Gleam. We can still Dazzling Gleam. We still have a Togekiss turn. Alright, so we can still win this. I know I said that we can't win 4 times now. But if we double target, if we continue to double target, we can kill both. Depending on what his last Pokemon is, we could still win. We kill both. If Rock Slide connects, it connects with both. Okay, we're still in it. We're still in this. And then we can flinch with potentially Air Slash and Rock Slide next turn. We can still win. We can still win, boys. Haha. Very interesting. Alright, so Mudsdale was a huge problem, but we might still be able to get there. So this is probably Intimidate. I would hope it's Intimidate. I mean, I hope it's not Intimidate, but I would assume on this team comp it would be. So Tyranitar is a little weakened. I'm just going to go with Rock Slide and Air Slash again. Air Slash, we outspeed definitely with Togekiss. Actually, we definitely outspeed with both. But Extreme Speed gets rid of the Togekiss. So now we just have to Rock Slide. At least now he doesn't have any... Well, he could have close combat, actually. We don't kill. And is this... It can't be Pinchberry. Well, it could be Pinchberry, actually. Either way, it doesn't matter. We did... if it was Pinchberry, we did 75%. So then we're good. So he could Will-O-Wisp here, now that the terrain is gone, now that Mystery Terrain is gone. I said Mystery Terrain, Misty Terrain is gone. If we connect, and we should outspeed because we're Choice Scarfed. We should definitely outspeed. And Tyranitar really picked up the pace this game, or this time around, this episode. It won me both games. As long as it connects, we're good. And if it had close combat, it was a close game. We could have lost. I'm actually really surprised we won that game. Not going to lie. Mudsdale proved to be really, really annoying. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. We got 3 games in. 2 wins, 1 loss. Really a weak start. I don't remember what happened game 1. But after it happened, I reviewed how I could have done better. So go back and watch that if you want to. See how I got better. You don't have to. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for this team. For this episode, maybe this team, we might bring a new team to the table next episode. Maybe not, though. I'm really liking this team. I want to test more. Like I said, I have a few good big events coming up. The next one's in March, so I still have a little while before it's going to happen. But yeah, I'm trying to play more, and I'm going to be posting more videos every day, more video guides and battles. So definitely check out the channel. If you like this kind of stuff, if you like this kind of content, why did I say stuff? If you like this kind of content, leave a like and subscribe, please. It helps so much. We hit 300. I'm trying to hit 1,000 as soon as possible. Then we're big boys. And yeah, that's going to be it. So if you want to see certain Pokemon in teams and video guides, comment them down below. If you're still here, we're at the 35-minute mark. If you're still here, you're crazy, but I love you. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So have a good next 50 billion quadrillion years. So all right.